Hello everyone, Godzilla here with a PSA. Normally, I'd be fine with causing you
unpleasant discomfort
and would want to spoil the movie for you. But Steven wants to warn you this is a spoilerific review. So if you don't want to know anything, stop watching. Last chance. No spoilers held back.
Hello collectors, it's Steven. Again, with a review, this time the Bandai Movie Monster Series Godzilla 2016 Kaiju A and Kaiju B, Godzilla Forms 2 and 3. Released after the movie, Godzilla comes in two different shapes and sizes here, and the ugly ducklings are rising in price. Double review, so let's hit the ground running and take a look to see whether or not they're worth adding into your collection. First, the second form. This long, tan, veiny, not a schlong has a pretty good sculpt, but minimal paint that's not perfect. Won't bother some, but might not be so good for others. The face is pretty cute. Teeth are a bit sloppy and the eyes can be a hit or miss. The throat is neat with the gills being nicely sculpted. Now, quick note, the holes on both A and B are from the tags being pulled out. Dorsal plates are rather simple, but here we see some glue slop. Not fun. Torso has veins and we can see the arms beginning to form here. Legs are pretty solid with even more veins, only 3 toes at the feet, and the tail is long and veiny. There are so many jokes that can be made here. Tail tip isn't defined too well, but I don't know how the beam-firing skeleton home looks in the movie at this stage, so I can't say whether or not that's accurate. Neat sculpt, but the paint might not necessarily be for everyone. Here's a look at the tag for this guy. Pretty simple here, not much to say. Articulation is just at the hips. We have swivels. Nothing at the tail. Kaiju B, or the third form of Godzilla, looks kinda like the previous one but bigger and red. Yeah, that's a pretty detailed description, right? Anyway, it's very long like the other one, and the detail is amped up just slightly, especially in the paint department. A look at the head where, once again, the teeth and eyes are painted, albeit a little sloppy, but at a distance, it's not too bad. Moving on to the neck, we can see the gill-like objects are indeed present, however the paint is a little sloppy. Nowhere near as detailed as the previous form. The dorsal plates are a glossy blood red color. It's a very creepy effect. The sides are all scarred up, it looks like, and the fact that the red paint apps have a scratchy look to it like the Monster King series Godzilla 2016 really sort of adds to this. Now, as we sort of look at the underbelly, we can see that Godzilla has 2 arms beginning to form. Some say they're not sculpted, but it's pretty clear they are. Legs and feet are detailed nicely with the veins popping out. They look nicer here compared to the previous one, I think because it looks like this Godzilla, on the figure anyway, has either translucent skin or the skin is just starting to form. So seeing the insides, it's cool. Wrapping it up, the tail is pretty well detailed, and we see the tip beginning to form here. All in all, it looks pretty solid for the price tag. Speaking of tags, here's a look at this one's. It's very simple, just like the other one. Articulation is found at the hips and knees with swivels. Nothing else on the figure, not even the tail. To wrap everything up, here's a size comparison with other figures you might have or may be familiar with. They're not very tall, but believe me, those tails make them long and a real pain to shoot right. So, buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. Both of them feature some awesome detailing, but the paint isn't all there. Considering current day Bandai though, it's not surprising, but a little extra effort might go a long way. I was able to get mine for about $25 shipped a piece, and I'm just estimating there, it might be a little bit more than that. And I think I got my money's worth considering their imports. If you're having trouble getting them, wait for the rush to die down and get them later for cheap. If you're a fan of the design or just want everything Shin Godzilla, they're worth it. If you're not, well, your mind's probably already made up. These are great vinyl toys aimed at kids, but in terms of a collector's item, hit or miss depending on your own preference. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and be sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below to share your thoughts. If you're interested in picking this figure up or others like it, check the description for some cool links to take you where you need to go. Why don't you watch some more videos? Click the annotations on the screen now for more great content. Thanks again, and I'll catch ya in the next video.